Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about massive news of the potential confirmation of Quant being at the center of the future of global finance. So before we talk about the main story today, I'd like to show you a clip which features the Quant CEO Gilbert Verdian detailing to the current limitations to global financial systems and how money and the financial system needs to be updated.
Money is in its current form outdated. It's no longer able to keep up with the way we as a society operate so digitally, and we're very complex in terms of transacting between different parties. Even just doing your grocery shopping is a complicated thing today. But the evolution of money into a CBDC means it's programmable, and a lot of the risk, a lot of the uncertainty, and a lot of kind of the manual barriers and the friction that we have today with a binary money system will go away, because you can automate that with the technology underpinning blockchain, such as smart contracts.
So as detailed by Verdian, with the global economy and society as a whole moving to more digital infrastructure, there needs to be updates to the financial system to comply and adhere to these global changes. So Verdian isn't the only individual who is receptive to changes to the global system, where a number of the biggest financial bodies in the world, including the Bank for International Settlement, have actually echoed the views of Verdian, where they foresee a need for changes to global finance. And as a result, the likes of the Bank for International Settlement, or just general central banks around the world, have actually earmarked and have conducted research surrounding the development of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. So in regards to developments involving CBDCs, there's been a number of recent stories and articles published by the Bank for International Settlement. So firstly, I'd like to show you a tweet provided by JC Collins, where he actually interprets a project put together by the Bank for International Settlement known as Project Mariana, where the tweet actually read: the BIS Project Mariana documentation specifically names the ERC20 technical standard as the platform for CBDC development. The hybrid function market marker service is provided by Curve V2. There will be two EVM-based smart contracts that handle domestic and international payments. So as detailed by JC Collins, the Bank for International Settlements have actually conducted a research paper in regards to cross-border exchanges of wholesale CBDCs using automated market markers, where this article was in response and is part of the Project Mariana initiative, which again was put into effect by the Bank for International Settlement. So as referenced in the previous tweet, Project Mariana actually noted and hinted to how wholesale CBDC designs will appear and how such CBDCs will be designed, where upon the article provided by the Biz, it stated: wholesale CBDC uniform technical standard, the Euro, the SGD, the CHF, wholesale CBDCs are based on a uniform technical standard, specifically the so-called ERC20. This smart contract standard is widely used for fungible tokens on Ethereum and compatible blockchains. And the article went into further detail, where they stated to how central bank governance features. Central banks may implement dedicated governance features on their respective wholesale CBDC, building on the ERC20 standard. So as detailed by this article, wholesale CBDCs are looking likely to be backed and built through the utility of ERC20. So there's a number of projects and DLT innovations which are minted on Ethereum and in turn are ERC20 cryptocurrencies. So one project which is a ERC20 crypto is QNT, where Quant, which isn't necessarily a blockchain infrastructure, but the QNT cryptocurrency native to the project is ERC20 and is minted actively on Ethereum. So before we talk about the implications of how Quant could be involved in this development, I'd also like to make you aware of what a wholesale CBDC is, so you have a bit more reference about this innovation and how this connects to Quant. So in a research paper provided by the Bank for International Settlement entitled CBDCs, an Opportunity for the Monetary System, the article actually references to what a wholesale CBDC is, where a wholesale CBDC is a payment infrastructure which enables the settlement of interbank transfers related to wholesale transactions. For example, to settle payments between financial institutions, they could encompass digital assets or cross-border payments. So in sense, a wholesale CBDC is a method by which central banks can allow for interbank transactions to occur within a nation or cross borders. So how does this all link to Quant and its utilities? So Quant is actually one of few organisations which have actively collaborated with the Bank for International Settlement in regards to CBDC initiatives, where the Bank of England and the Bank for International Settlement, coupled with Quant, collaborated in a project and initiative known as Project Rosalind, where at the centre of this initiative, the three parties actually collaborated and were involved in developments surrounding the facilitation of retail payments involving CBDCs, and how an API gateway would be required to enable the connectivity of CBDCs. So the main reason as to why Quant was involved in this development was due to the underlying benefits Quant's use cases provide, most notably its overledger offering, where overledger is the only API gateway on the marketplace that facilitates the ability for networks of varying backgrounds to interconnect. So we know for certain that some central banks will utilize DLT into their infrastructure. However, despite DLT having a number of benefits, there are some limitations, most notably a lack of interoperability not just between DLTs but also between legacy systems. So this is the main reason as to why the likes of the Bank for International Settlement have actually earmarked to the importance of APIs, and as to why Project Rosalind was rolled out. So again, overledger is one innovation, the only current innovation that provides universal interoperability between legacy platforms, legacy networks, and between DLTs. So this could make overledger a highly attractive proposition, especially in terms of providing interoperability and connectivity and a means of communicating and exchanging value between legacy financial infrastructure and CBDC central bank services. So with all of these features encompassed surrounding the utility of API gateways and in turn overledger's usage, this all comes back to Project Mariana, where as detailed in the article, a ERC20 standard will be at the centre of providing wholesale CBDC building. So with the Bank for International Settlement having already conducted research alongside Quant, this may indicate how the Bank for International Settlement may roll out and encourage the utility of overledger and Quant's innovations over a broad range, and more central banks around the world may choose to utilise the benefits Quant's overledger provides. And this will be extremely exciting and bullish for not just the Quant project but also for QNT token holders, where the broad-scale utility of overledger in providing connectivity between ERC20 compliant wholesale CBDCs around the world will mean that there will be an increased demand for QNT, where such financial bodies would be required to purchase QNT to gain access to the innovation. And furthermore, when actions and transactions are authorized, and especially when datasets are passed between overledger, these actions are facilitated and authorized by the ERC20 compliant cryptocurrency QNT. So again, it's not entirely clear whether a private or the overarching public variant of overledger will be used in CBDC protocols and developments. But if the overarching overledger protocol is used, this would be extremely bullish and exciting for QNT token holders. Time will tell, but I just find it very interesting and very exciting that the Bank for International Settlement have actually earmarked and detailed to the importance of ERC20. And as we know, QNT is ERC20 compliant, and this could have reverberating effects and may indicate that the Bank for International Settlements and other central banks have actually earmarked and noted to the benefits Quant services may provide. But time will tell, and we'll get further insights and validation in regards to whether QNT and Quant is at the centre of such initiatives. So with all of these exciting developments and news stories connected to Quant, this all encompasses Quant's price being relatively stable despite the huge drop in the crypto market over the last few weeks. I also found this on Twitter as well, and I think it's a really good way of illustrating the number of use cases and innovations and partnerships Quant is at the center of, where all of these innovations and organizations have actually collaborated with Quant at some point. And I like this part here where it details to the public blockchain provisions, where the one benefit Quant provides is universal interoperability, not just between institutional networks and blockchain and private blockchains, but also to public blockchains. So it indicates how versatile Quant's use cases are, and this is only good news for Quant as a whole and for QNT token holders. And this is also a few messages I came across and a tweet which goes into detail about some of the direct partnerships Quant is at the center of, and you can pause the video to have a better look in regards to the organizations which have a direct affiliation with Quant or have worked alongside Quant for blockchain developments and even CBDC initiatives. What are your thoughts on Quant? Do you think Quant will be at the center of CBDC frameworks around the world? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.